All right, we're back with episode 17 already with the Oakland A's rebuild. We're in 2028, just finished spring training, and we have created our opening day roster. We designated for assignment Mason Montgomery. He doesn't have any more options. Didn't feel good about this one, but you know, he'll probably pass through waivers. He'll be up again at some point. DL Hall as well, designated, and Siegler got the boot. Um, After struggling a little bit at the plate, we're actually going to have Kiro. I decided after a long hard thought, I'm going to have Kiro back up Bailey. Maybe not the best idea, but he is someone who's 24. I want to get into the lineup somehow, at least get 150 plate appearances in. But yeah, we have our lineup ready to go. We have Ramos. We're gonna have Ohuna be our starting second baseman, with Volpe at third base. Leader, Nunez, of course, at short. Peoria is going to get the start against righties with Drew Jones in center, and Speck, newly acquired Tommy Speck, is going to be our starting right fielder. And then Doty's in a DH with Dickey behind him. Dickey's going to back up the corners, and then Cruz is going to be backing up center, even though he shouldn't be playing center. We did give Rodriguez opening day roster gig. He had a 207 WRC plus, and he didn't strike out one time. 30 plate appearances, zero strikeouts, 1150 OPS. He deserves it. 280 BABIP. Just incredible spring. His stuff got a bump too. His current went up 55, 55, 55. He was originally not the best prospect, and we got him from he was from the Guardians originally, 2018, and we signed a 1 year contract extension, traded the A's for we traded Michael King for him. Ends up being a good trade. He struggled the last 2 years, so another we had a good trade there. We sent down Blake Burke. We have Paul McGeaney backing up Ramos at first. Against lefties, we have Paul McGeaney starting, Cruz starting. Doty at third, Volpe at third, and Ohuna off the bench. So feel good about that. We ended up going with the 5-man rotation. We put Mick Abel as a setup guy with Matt Rowe right next to him. Anything goes wrong in the rotation, these two guys are the first up. And then we're going to go Brown with his 55 stamina in the bullpen. Looks good. Moran's back again. Original Rule 5 pick. I've been trying to trade him, so I think he's mad about that. But Tamaraz in the bullpen looks like another good. He's going to be a great reliever, hopefully. And Taylor Rogers back again for the third time. For his third gig with the A's. So excited about that. Max Meyer is going to, I think we're going to have Rose stopper, closer. We'll have Max Meyer be like the main closer, but Rowe will be like the stopper. He'll be coming in a lot. And Abel will be a stopper too. So good luck with that. We have Lee, middle relief. We'll have him high leverage. And yeah, there we go. No, Moran's not going to be. He'll be a specialist middle relief. Tamaras, he'll be middle relief. And long relief. All right, cool. And same with him. Brown will be long relief. We got Perkins, Meyer, Ekstrom, Baumeister, and Tarnick. Tarnick got a little bit of a hit. He is coming off a torn rotator cuff, so it's understandable. Let's take a look at our coaches. They're happy. Any personnel we need to sign? No. Let's look at our team chemistry. Pretty good. Pretty good. We got a bunch of leaders. No spark plugs or pranksters, but that's okay. Only Ramos and Cruz have bad relationships with the coach. That's perfectly capable. We did send Musgrove down, Poisson, Sabato, Grahovich. Gonna be the first one up, I think. We could have also used him behind Bailey, but that's okay. Hero needs some time there. Savala, and we sent down Holman, Hayden, Navarro's gonna be in AAA, and Slade Caldwell as well. Let's get him slotted in center, have him steal a bunch of bags, and then we'll have Honeycutt in right. There we go. Three mainstays going to be in the majors at some point. Honeycutt, Caldwell, and Grabovic starting in our outfield in AAA. So yeah, we can go ahead and play opening day, playing against our ALCS rivals from 2027. Hopefully, get some payback. Okay, we can check out the predictions again. I think they're generating more based on our actual opening day roster. Come on, game. Okay, promoted some guys. Jeez, that's a crazy profile. All right, I remember signing him. Looks good. And we can look at the top 100 prospects. I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna see this. Maybe spec. Okay, Navarro, Polito, who got a big bump. Love to see that. Looks like a guy. He's got low work ethic though. Um, and Alcantara still on pace to be a demon hitter. And pitching, we have a beta. Great, love it. Um, let's look at our play development. We are 17th out of 30. I thought it'd be better than that, but that's okay. Navarro's 46th overall, 59th tourist. And that's it. That's the 5 top 200 guys. Asensio isn't top 200, but he should be coming up to Arizona at least sometime this year, hopefully. And we'll look at the predictions. 88 and 74. The Mariners now are projected to go 104 and 58. What in the world? They traded for Logan Webb. My goodness. For Gabe Boyd, Trey Schneider, and then he signed a $100 million extension. So the rich just keep getting richer. Look at this rotation. My goodness. And their bullpen, which is unfair. Casiera playing first. Gonna be good. They signed Derek Hall. They traded for Derek Hall, for a 24-year-old prospect. So the Mariners got bad and they traded for Jace Young. I saw that when it happened. I was like, oh no. They traded 5 prospects and the Rangers are eating 100% of his final year. So what a move. They also traded for Melendez. Okay, they're going crazy. They let Raleigh go too. They got Abram Still, Cole Young, Kelnick. Interesting. Oh, should be a battle in the AL West. Hopefully we can put up a fight. So let's get going. We need to put somebody on the roster. It's gonna be Gabriel for sure. Yeah. All right. Opening day 2028. Jack Perkins on the mound. We're gonna have Jones lead off. Speck, Piora, Volpe, Ohuna, Doty, Bailey, and Nunez. So a little bit deeper lineup in my opinion. Uh, and we have some depth in case of injuries. And Ramos at a home run. Love it. Logan Webb's there. Opening day starting pitcher. Let's see. 1-0 still. Our guy had a no hitter going. All right, what happened here? Double from Doty. Brings in Ohuna. Love it. We still have a no hitter going. And it's over. How many pitches are we at? I don't care. We can try it. Get Lee up. Right. Yeah, we can get tomorrow's up. Yeah, we can go batter by batter here. Against the heart of the order. Strike 3. J-Rod, sit down. Short center. Piora. And Clase. 3-1 count. Ball four. Jace Young up. 3-1 count. Come on. Swung on, slowed. Roller. And he is out. Awesome. And we'll get a lefty up. We'll go Lee. Webb is still in. And we're bringing Lee in for the lefties. Does his job. Webb is still in. We're going to go Matt Rowe for the ninth. Selby in. And we don't do anything. Rowe. He is in trouble. Get Meyer ready. 1-0 count. Clase. Hot ground ball into center. Bases loaded with Josh Young up. Has a chance to be a hero in his first game, and he has an infield hit. Nunez doesn't get the job done. All right, so I'm going to try to bring in Meyer here. Come on. All right. Meyer in for his first save opportunity of the year. And ball four. He blows it. 3-2 count. Hit high in the air. And get him out. All right, well, unfortunate, but now we have a runner at second. 1-1 count to Drew Jones, top of the 10th. Nunez to Jones. Foul ball, pop up. Ramos. High hopper to short. Cole Young fields it. Gets him out. Spec up. Swung on it, sky to shallow right. And that'll do it. And we'll get somebody else up. We'll go Abel. Come on, Meyer. Come on, Meyer. Back from a torn rotator cuff, I think. And Abrams bunts it. Winning run is on third. 1-2 count. Strike him out, baby. Strike him out. Ground ball and some left. That'll do it. So that'll be opening day. We'll play game two. Maybe we'll play the series. Is it a 4-game series? 3-game series. Okay. So maybe we'll play the series just because. And Siegler got claimed by the Royals. Okay, sure. We have so many catchers, I really don't care. Oh, player update, player development update. Max Meyer gets a bump. All right. But also a kick and stuff. Francis Marte got a boost. Tommy Lamb got a boost. BJ Cook, a little boost. Anything crazy? Oh, Muratis got hit. Barcy, another catcher. Good. Fuentes got hit. Campos. Curiel got a little bit. Like to see that. BJ Becker got a little bit. Alicia got hit. Side Diaz is still around. Got a bump. Vela. Garza, 16-year-old's got a bump. Love to see it. Scouting Discovery. Scouting Discovery. Incredible. Look at Garza. He looks like a guy. All right. So we'll go game two. Opening day series now. With Nova Myra up. Same lineup. We shall see what happens. Lead runner in second. Nothing happens. They get 2 runs. Triple. 2 triples. And a sac fly. So Noblemeyer off to a shaky start, but he gives up a home run to Cassiera. Cassiera just treats us really badly. Former overall #1 pick, and we're gonna get somebody ready. Maybe we'll go a couple innings with Watts Brown. Doty up, nothing, and bring in Watts. Nothing. McDevitt, and we have Drew Jones up. 2. All right, score 2 runs. 2-run home run by Ramos. All right, love to see it. Love to see it. Give Ramos a Brown another inning, and he gives up 2 runs. Unfortunate. Tomorrow's you're coming in. Let's get McDevitt out of the game. Tomorrow's up. Home run for J Rod, and then he's in trouble, and he gets out of it. Ah man, this is a good team. This is a good team. Nunez, nothing in the 8th. Bring Moran in. And then now we're down to our final 3 outs. and we go down easily. 1, 2, 3. All right, start the season off 0-2. Um, that's all right. It's a long season left. Maybe we'll give. Let's see. Oh, we're good. All right. And Jones hits a lead-off home run. You love to see it. Ekstrom into pitch, and he gives up two, and we tie it up. And we give up the lead again. Are we 58 pitches, home run, and it's 5-2. Unfortunate. Try to get Rogers up. See if Ekstrom can go. Two more batters. Fly ball deep left. Out. Josh Young up. Great catch by Nunez, and we'll bring in Rogers. All right, Matt Brash still going. We're threatening, and we get a run. Rogers go again. And then we'll bring in McAble. I'm going to get ready to pinch it for Nunez here if we get somebody on. Falls in. Bailey up. Swung on, popped up. Short right. Makes a nice catch, and we'll bring in a righty. You know what? We're going to give Rodriguez his first shot. 0-2 count. Strike three called. All right. And we have Drew Jones up. Swings that, pops it up. All right. So we go to the bottom of the seventh. We're going to leave Gabriel in, play third. Bahuna short. Volpe second. And we're going to get Abel in there. His debut with the A's. Gives up a home run in his first batter to Cassiera. And then we give up another run on a double by Young. Unfortunate. Bringing who hasn't pitched yet. I'll go Lee. Walter's in, heart of our order, nothing going. We are down four. We're about to get swept. And Lee gives up a two-run home run. And we had a rough first series here in Seattle. We played the 104 predicted Mariners, and we're going to get swept. It looks like Dylan Cease is in from the bullpen. Interesting. And Rodriguez grounds out, and that's the game. So, not a great start for us, but it's only 3 games out of 162. So we will live, and we'll be back maybe mid-season trade deadline, first year player draft, all that stuff. So we will see you then, and wish us luck. Hey, we are back in July. We are 50 and 41. We sit tied for the third wild card. We've been up and down this year. Uh, really nothing crazy. But as you see, where can we go? Team screen. Chemistry is really good. Not sure where we can go to see our history, maybe? No. Pretty much right on track with our Pythagorean, though. But yeah, we've really been up and down. We've been under 500. We've been over 500. We've been back and forth, really at 500 the whole year. But as you see, we went on a little bit of a run. This month we have only one loss in you know 7 games. So that's good. We are at the first year player draft, but I want to go back and show you some moves that I made. Let's see. April. Do we do anything? We called up Caldwell for a little bit. He struggled because Drew Jones got hurt. Siegler went to the Royals. Uh, DL Hall was DFA'd, went down to AAA. Montgomery was assigned to AAA, but then he came back up. We called up Ahuna, sorry, for a little bit. He struggled. Called up Malone. He's up right now. He's struggling a lot. And then in May, we claimed Chance Mako, which I didn't realize he was under 24. I just saw him and I was like, you know what? We're doing it. And now I'm just going to let it be. We were trying to trade for him. Um, and now he's up in the bullpen with us. It's I should have just not claimed him, but I didn't realize he was 23. So my rule was nobody under 24, but it's okay. It's all right. That's one time. It's a guy I really wanted, even though his control isn't great. He has 3+ pitches, not great movement. So he's not going to be much of a guy, I don't think. Um, Caldwell got hurt. Um, Brought up Montgomery, purchased the contract of Arias. He struggled. Tried to give some run to some of our prospects that deserved it. We also, let's see, we made a trade. We traded Brian Wu, who was in our AAA, Ryan Lasco, who was still like in high A or something, double A, and Melendez, who's a good catcher, but we just have a bunch of catchers. Uh, and in exchange for Feltner, who we just needed to boost our offense, and now he's come in and has a 128 WRC plus. You love to see it. Really good eye. We can get the walk rate up to 12. I think that'd be perfect. Joe Whitman, who is in AAA, he looks like a borderline starter in the majors. Just waiting on him for someone else to get hurt, I guess. And that was a trade we made, and we also got Brian or Jake Eder, who just went out for 3 4 months, so he's out for the year. Lefty starter slash reliever, just a decent arm. We also traded Dylan Cruz, big trade right here. Traded Dylan Cruz, who was struggling mightily, was mad that he wasn't in the starting lineup every day. Traded him to the Tigers, along with Jerron Watts Brown, who looks like a really good player, is going to be good for a couple years, but we made the trade for rental Riley Green. All right, shout out P.F. Holden, Paul Sporier, those guys who I've seen do Tigers series. He was sent down to AAA for a little bit. It might have been a rehab assignment, but we traded for him. We ate, 95% of his last 20 mil, which is probably around 11 mil prorated. And he has been on fire for us, almost 1,000 OPS. If he can keep this up, that is perfect. And then we'll let him walk at the end. He is fragile. Um, the extension he wants is a little too much for me. We're not going to do that. We're the A's, so this is just a deadline deal to get some more bat in the lineup. Um, Feel really good about it. We DFA'd Palmegiani, our hero last year, but he just hasn't hit it all. He was horrible. Um, so maybe he gets another chance at some point. We traded for Broffin. We traded DeAndre, who was mad for him, and then we traded Broffin, who didn't have any time left on his DFA. We traded him for Durden, who then replaced Jake Eder on the 40 man. Then we sent him down to AAA. So just a little maneuvering when it came to the 40 man. We are like that. We like to maneuver. We like to ghost DL, all that, or phantom DL, all that stuff. Grahovich came up for a little bit. I really like him, right-hander. Played left field a little bit for us. Did okay, but just filled in for an injury. Um, Also, unfortunately, Max Meyer was hurt, and then we just traded him for who did we trade? Traded by the A's, the Reds, along with Nivens for. We traded for Spencer Steer because we needed some more bat in the lineup. We gave up Nivens to do it, and he hasn't been good. But University of Oregon alum, watched him play a lot at Oregon, and didn't think he was going to be much. He was playing shortstop, and I was surprised when I saw him in the minors or Double A, Triple A, and he looked like he put on like 25 pounds, and now he's been a pretty good ball player for a couple years. So that's exciting. Just kind of platooning him at second, getting him run at third. Not much at third, but just being kind of a bench guy. Really needed that with Arias and Malone. Those guys really struggling when they came up. Let's see. Where are we at? June. All right, July. Nothing yet. Okay, so we're barely in July. So that's about it. Uh, Anything else? Anything else? We can look at the roster real quick. The roster. We've had some good years from Volpe. Love to see it. Struggle a little bit in the field. That's just how it's going to be. He's just not great at third. He's better at second, but with injuries, we've had him play third. Ramos is rigged. Love to see it. Um, I trade him this offseason the A's way. Nunez has been good in the field, decent on the bases. He's actually hitting way better this year, so he's on pace to hit his, break his WAR, uh, pass his WAR from last year. Drew Jones has taken a bit of a step back. Average BABIP just hasn't hit that well. Still a good base runner. Still a pretty good fielder. Was hurt for a little bit. I expect his zone rating to get up to like 10 if he stays healthy. Edgar Kiro, been amazing. His defense is not good, but he is raking whenever he hits 158 WRC plus. We have him at DH a lot too. Tommy Speck struggling a little bit, but we have faith in him. He's mad about his performance. That's okay. We have faith. This is a good hit profile. It's kind of like Riley Green. This is kind of like peak. This is 2023 Riley Green, what they want from him. So I'm excited about Speck. Riley Green's been raking for us, 588 slug, overall 93 for the year. Gabriel Rodriguez has been a big surprise. Not really surprised, but he raked in spring. And now he's getting a lot of playing time. He might get up to 200 plate appearances by the end of the year. Patrick Bailey, for some reason he has low base running, so I lowered his aggressiveness, but his framing is still good. Not as good as last year, but I have faith in him. Chase Davis, good bat off the bench. Malone struggled, and then Everson Peoria has struggled. But we're gonna keep our faith in him. He's not playing as much, but we'll see. Feltner has been good with us, and Dickey has struggled. Unfortunate there. Still giving him some playing time. He wants to be in the lineup every day, but he got a hit, dude. Steer has struggled, but we have faith. And then pitching, you wouldn't believe it, but Perkins, 2.68 ERA. Again, just a demon. Um, might look to trade him this year, after this year. Hopefully we can get to the World Series. Noble Meyer, been amazing. Might look to extend him. On pace for 5 R or 3.5 F4. Our defense in the field really makes these guys even more valuable. Tarnett came back from his torn rotator cuff and has a 3.9 FIP. We'll take it. Just solid. Ekstrom hasn't really struck many guys out, and he has a new deal. But have a ton of faith in him. Good movement, good everything, really. Babbitt is low. That's great. Don't know if that's going to regress, but I think his Ks are going to go up. Home runs are fine. On pace for 3.7 R WAR. And then I put Matt Rowe back in the rotation, and he's been pretty good. 3.7 FIP. Don't know why his FIP is so high. I mean, the walks per nine are a little high, 3.6, but everything else is good. Home runs per nine are good. Whip is good. So really happy about him. We have him on long-term deal too. So we got young guys just stacking the rotation and Tarnick. Love to see it. We have McAble in the closers role. Been pretty good. Rogers been great. Baumeister moved from the starting role to relief, and he's been better. Um, let's see. As da, da, da. As reliever, he's been 3.8 FIP. So we will take that. Good for him. He's been in some high leverage too. Tamares hasn't been good, but with this stuff, we need to keep some faith in him. Um, Lee All Star, by the way, love to see it. 2028 All Star. Also, Taylor Rogers made the All Star team again. Um, it's awesome. Jack Perkins made the All Star team, so that's cool. Chance Mako was up here pitching pretty well. Mason Montgomery is back, and he's eating innings a little bit. And Moran is doing his thing. He should have been an All Star, but he wasn't. So overall, our pitching is number one. We're first in runs against. Our defense is first. We're good there. Our hitting just needs some work. So maybe the deadline we keep going and acquire somebody else. But I have faith in these guys. We're probably going to get some regression to the mean with them. Um, and with Riley Green, our offense is already up a little bit. So that's cool. I created Let's get to the player draft. First year player draft. We're drafting 28th. Already put some guys on short list. There's a bunch. a bunch of college starting pitchers, just a plethora of them. All these guys. Look at this. All these guys, and they look really good. Hyman, not the best personality, but his stuff is crazy. Stosser, really good. He's good too, but not as good. I mean, we'll add him to the short list. Thibodeau, incredible. I might just go college pitcher again and just keep it going with the half year in the minors and then comes up for the next year. Way that we're doing things, durable, Bethia, just incredible number of college pitchers. Some good hitters too. If one of this guy who is Nate Abney, if he's there at my pick, I'll take him, but he's gonna be gone. He might go 1-1. Um, 'Cause I do want to get some hitters in the org. Uh, we are lacking some pitchers in our, minor league depth chart. I mean, he's not really a fielder, but sure, 6'4". If he had any range at all, he'd be probably a 70 first baseman. um, Tim Taylor, just some guys that maybe make it down to the fourth or fifth round. But I'll show you the short list. Is shortlisted all players. We have 42 players on our short list. If we get 15 of them, I'll be extremely happy, but that's not going to happen. So let's see what Chicago does with the first pick. And they take Abney. Yep, Peanut. Nate Abney, Peanut. Good for him. And then shortstop Jerry Martinovich looks like a demon. 70 infield range. Going to be a shortstop probably next year. Um, Alvin Adams, high school. Went Steiner, third base. Doesn't really have a position. Wouldn't take him. Probably would put him in the outfield, corner outfield. All right, Eakin, James Eakin, outfielder. Coles, we didn't really look at catchers this year at all, but there wasn't. I mean, we did, but there wasn't much there. Ben Freed looks like a good guy. How did I miss him? The problem is he's 22 and his power is still 45. So this doesn't develop. He's just your run of the mill, you know, 4A guy. Hyman went, understandable. Thibodeau went, liked him. Blackwell went. All right, all these guys are going. No more guys from my short list, please. No more. Stosser went. Jeez. So Mike Bouse had him. Minfield. Okay, this is turning out to be not the best. Jim Kelly was looking at him. All right, and we are up. So I think we're gonna look. So Nate Brown look good. Coronado center field looks like a center fielder. High school. We're not gonna go high school. Ortega. This guy I saved for a later round. But I think we're gonna go starter. Foster's no. He looks good. I like his stamina. He's not really developed yet though. Thea, leader, durable. I mean, we could take him, get his control up and his changeup developed. But look at this. His main pitch is a slider. He doesn't have a fastball other than the cutter. I wonder how that would do again with like strikeouts. But he is 20. He's developed, so he's he looks like a dude. Eventual mid rotation starter. Mike Scout says. Sears makes it a fifth starter. Yeah. Steiner, bunch of stamina. Feature back end of the rotation. Durable. Kiridulo. Be a mid rotation starter if he improves his command. Love his personality. A lot of pitches, slider, curveball, screwball, changeup, cutter. Another non-fastball guy. That's interesting. I mean, the cutter is a fastball, but not really. We're not going to take Pila 89 to 91 right now. Lemus, no. Gabe Newman, he looks good. Not right now though. Our scouting recommending Jeff Proctor. I had him on my list. Jeff 2018 Proctor. What does that mean? But he looks pretty good. Just not going to take a high schooler. What about pitcher? Steve Deason, high schooler? No. So Gabe Newman, not much stamina. Alvera doesn't really have a great third pitch. Presley looks good. Stamina's a little low though. Our first round pick is not going to have 50 stamina, I don't think. Rattler, Gavin Richards. Gavin Richards, two-way guy. Interesting. 50, I mean, 55 contact, 40 power, 45 eye. What's his Void Case is good. I mean, he's a two-way guy. For sure he's a two-way guy. Tony Van Noy, 50 stamina. Mike Yarnell. Chris Burke. Looks good. Not right now though. Jeff Moore. 50 stamina, good personality though. These are all guys I might take later on. Frito Banker, weird, but his movement is great, and he has a 84 to 86 extreme ground ball. So, kind of looking at Bethia, Marquise Bethia. Um, what about hitters again? Jeff Proctor, John Macko, Tim Taylor. Don't really want to take a corner outfield right now. Jeff Kendrick can play center. These are all later rounds. K's contact. Let's see. High school bat Nate Brown again. He could be a guy, not great base runner, not the best fielder. Gonna stick at second most likely. You can find him anywhere. And then Gabbard, Richards. So if Richards is there, I think next round we go with him. What does he want? Slot. Um, but I think we're gonna go Bethia. He is a leader too. I think he could develop into a pretty good starter. 65 stamina, that's huge. Fosters. I mean, Aiden looks good as well. It might be deciding between Aiden, Agimeng, and Bethia. Hmm. He is a leader in the prospect league. He had a 79 fit minus. College 53. He wasn't in the prospect league. Hmm. Maybe we go Aiden, and then if Bethia's there, because they're pretty much the same. They're similar guys. Hmm. Bethia. I think I'm gonna go Aiden because he has better control right now, 45, and his control maxes out a little higher than Bethia's. Um, Bethia is durable though, but we're gonna go Aiden auto draft, and he is gone. All right, yeah, but Richards is still here. Do we just go Richards? Hmm. Sears is here, durable. Look at batters real quick. Yarnell is also a two-way guy. Interesting. And he could play catcher? Oh man. Wow. Pretty good too. 60 catcher ability. That's pretty it's pretty incredible. Um, do we dare go with a two-way player, starting pitcher and catcher? It's just, that sounds fun. It's kind of like Paul Skeens in a way, but not as good, I guess, as Skeens on the mound. Reynolds, Ortega, Pereira, Richards, Nate Brown is still here. I mean, I think we go two-way guys in a row. Go Yarnell, recommended slot, and then Richards, bonus to man. Okay, so let's go Richards, and then we'll go Yarnell. And Yarnell's gone. All right. Well, that takes care of our decision. Um, and what we have left, Ben Napoli, looks pretty decent. Does our scout want Wimster? No. Zolo? Well, that's a good high school arm right there. Hmm. Um, Briaria, not a good base runner at all. All right, let's get out of our short list right now. Haberman, his K's, his bat profile is not great for me. Wittich, mm, contact is pretty low. Good eye, good K's, not much power. Probably not going to do it. Infield range is not good. He's going to be a second baseman or first baseman. If my scout is correct, Billings looks like kind of a Jared Dickey, low risk guy. He'll probably hit pretty well in the minors, but he's got a bad personality. Coleman, high schooler. Jeff Downs. Cornell. It's not the best draft class right now. Ben French looks okay. Not the best fielder, though. Chris Gilpin. Hmm. I hate taking guys who can't field at all. Gap potential, maybe. Chris Carney. He looks good. He's a little developed, too. Low work ethic, though. Damn. Delgado. Bad fielder. Jolette. I mean, Ben Napoli's still here, and we had him on our short list. Josh Neville. Jeremy O'Connor. He looks pretty good. We can go Napoli and O'Connor, maybe back to back. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Let's see, customize short list. We also have some pitchers still available. Like Jeff Moore looks pretty good from a personality standpoint. Do we just keep going pitchers? Chris Burke, yeah. I feel like I want to get a batter though. But these guys might be gone. Jack Loomis. Hmm. Gabe Newman. Banker. Jeff Moore. Low stamina though. Villa. I like him, but I wonder if his movement will ever get there. Prospect League, he didn't strike many guys out. Um, let's go Ben Napoli here. We'll see who's left. Okay, so what's his name got picked, but we still have Fia. I think we're gonna go Fia, and then we're gonna go Moore. And we'll go Barara. So we got six of our guys, and that's pretty much going to do it for the short list. Might just do the rest off camera. Whittick, yeah, I'll do the rest off camera and probably end this episode and start the second half of the year. Trying to make the playoffs. We'll be back probably for the trade deadline, and that's about it. But yeah, we'll be back at the trade deadline. Maybe we make some moves, maybe we don't. All right, see ya. All right, we're here at the trade deadline. We are 2 games back in the AL West, but we sit currently in the wild card standing second. Um, Big news out of Oakland. We have traded for O'Neal Cruz and 500K in cash. We gave up Brennan Malone, 27-year-old second baseman, infielder. Um, wasn't really panning out. 27. Don't really care about losing him. We're getting O'Neal Cruz on an expiring deal, a rental. They're paying 100% of his salary, and he is going to play third base every day for the rest of the season. Really excited about this. Get somebody who can run the bases as well. Already have his stolen bases up. You love to see it. He didn't really steal much in Pittsburgh, but we're gonna have him going crazy. Um, he had a 121 WRC plus so far, good walk rate, scary strikeout rate, but we don't care. We're going for the home run here. He's gonna slot in second, Volpe, Cruz, Ramos, Green, and then Doty, Dickey, Caldwell, Bailey. We're gonna have Chase Davis go every second day with Dickey, and we're gonna have Steer back up second and third, and Volpe Nunez. So I think that's the only move we're gonna do. We only sent down Chance Mako to make room for O'Neal Cruz. We have one more spot on the 40 man, so we may be looking at the waiver wire a little bit. Old friend Colton Cowser is on the waiver wire. Don't think we need him. Carlos De La Cruz, 70 power, but don't need him either. And then a couple of other guys on the waiver wire. Cole Mizell. Why are they letting him go? Weird. And Heliot Ramos. So I think we're good to go for the foreseeable future. We're 10 games above 500. I think we're ready to make this push with O'Neal Cruz as our new addition. And we'll see how things pan out. Uh, we did offer everyone from the draft their signing bonus, and we're sitting with some money left over. Just gonna leave that alone. Most likely, we have, let's see, 4.4 mil left, 27th, and the player payroll, which is good for the A's. We do have some guys coming up that are knocking on the door. Sam Navarro, durable catcher, amazing fielder. Um, we may try to make room for him, or we may use him as trade bait moving forward because we do have Patrick Bailey, who is still getting the job done. Struggled a little bit with his framing, but still amazing catcher ERA. And we extended some coaches, John Farrell, Darren McCall earlier in the year, and then some minor league guys, so we don't have to deal with anybody off a contract. Nobody feels like they're on a contract year, so love that. And we are now hitting the trade deadline. Let's see if we're getting any offers. No, I don't think we're going to make any more moves unless we get offered something. We don't really need pitching, even though you never can get enough pitching. I think we got our hitting kind of maxed out now. We don't have much room now on the roster. It's hard to get all these guys in every day or every other day. We have Feltner playing against left-handers. We have O'Neal Cruz going every second day with him. So it is a little tough. Now Doty's hitting a little better. It's hard to get him out of the lineup. We're gonna have him DH against righties. Have Chase go every second game with Dickey, Caldwell in there. Drew Jones got hurt again. Um, don't feel great with Caldwell out there, but he's pretty much our best outfield center field option. Riley Green, Nunez is doing well. So yeah, we're looking to get the second half underway or the post trade deadline underway and see how things pan out. We can take a look at the team chemistry, see if there's any issues. Nope. Volpe runs the clubhouse, and he's our best position player, maybe compared with O'Neal Cruz. So that's exciting. Anything go on around the league? Couple of moves. Um, Nothing seems too crazy. Rodon didn't get traded. Check the division leaders. Blue Jays, uh, Twins. We are fighting, I think, with the Jays if we do get the AL West lead, just to get a top two seed. I don't think we're going to get the Twins, but just trying to get that top two seed. If we make the playoffs, that means we have to win our division. The Angels are looking decent. They got Estrada now, who I said just seemed like he got a minor league deal last year, and then just signed an extension with the Angels after a good year with Houston, or he signed with the Angels and then they extended him. Brett Beatty, wow, he's been okay with the Angels after a trade with us. How was that trade? Uh, Traded to the Angels for Gabriel Martinez, who is now a regular for the Braves. Good for him. Uh, Pinkney with the Orioles, hitting well in AAA, I guess, and Blakely, who is starting for or is on the bench with the White Sox. So interesting. How's Lamont Wade doing? He went to Korea. Interesting. All right. And Marte is retired. So there we go there. We could look at our draft. It's sad to say, but I think our top two picks in the our first draft are not looking good. Chanel's now in Double A with the Reds org. Eldridge isn't really panning out all that well for us. We're gonna see if he keeps going. I mean, he's having a good year, but other than that, I don't see him panning out that well. We can move him up to Double A. Now he's a little happier. Ohuna's stuck in Triple A. John Peck is in Double A. Should probably get him up to Triple A. Let's do that. Triple A for Peck. Grehovich is in the show. Cole Stokes looks like a really good pitcher. He is in High A still. For the D-backs, Muratis, Double A, hit pretty well. Hartman also in Triple A. He's hitting well. He's hitting okay. He's pitching pretty average. Ben Thomas retired. Ekstrom is in the show, of course. And Egan looking decent. Bob Meister's in our pen. Blake Burke is in Triple A. Mateo is in High A. Haraji, Honeycutt. These guys are all in Triple A. Noble Myers in the show. Jim Garrett, how's he doing? He's still in the minors. Alicia, Double A. Uh, Pretty interesting. Probably gonna go through and get some of our guys where they need to be, like Aiden. I'm gonna put him for starting, but only for like 40 pitches. Lock him there. Get his strategy right. And he's already pitched a little bit, and he looks really good. So we're gonna keep him there probably for the rest of the season. Richards, same thing. Gonna have him not go that much. Never lift, lock, and we're gonna have him be a two-way guy. How's his profile at second? It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Have some base running. All right, cool. Richards, our second round pick. Ben Napoli's in A ball. He's looking pretty good. Phila, Fia in rookie ball. We're gonna have him not go that hard. And I'll kind of do a lot of this off camera. I know it's a little boring, but this is kind of like how my mindset goes with these guys. Just keep them low for the rest of the year, as they already pitched like 100 innings in college this year, so don't want to blow them out. just get their strategies right and deal with them next spring for Michael. All right, so looks like we're good. Um, and we will get back to you probably at the end of the season or if something else happens.